Representative Kay Granger is an 81-year-old Republican. She represents the 12th congressional district in Texas at this moment, and she's not been seen in Washington for months because she's been living in an assisted living facility in Fort Worth due to health challenges, which include dementia. Her last recorded vote was July 24th of 2024, and since then, she's been absent from all congressional duties, votes, and things like that. And that raised concerns among her constituents and colleagues about what's going on, where she is, and what she's doing. Where is she? She's in Fort Worth. She's in Texas. She's not in D.C. Now, in October 23, she announced she would not seek re-election in 2024. So she's not going to be the serving representative for much longer. And she subsequently stepped down from her role as the chair of the House Appropriations Committee in April of 2024. Earlier this year, she stopped working for the committee because she knew she wasn't going to be sticking around. However, her son, Brandon Granger, confirmed that she has been experiencing dementia issues, which has made it difficult for her to travel to D.C. and also unpredictable just in general. So she's been in Fort Worth for months, and constituents are like, hey, Granger's not here. What's going on? Her staff is there. They're working going forth. And Granger's office says that she's remained in contact with House leadership on what could happen and would travel if an essential vote would actually be required. And she had to be there to vote. They would get her up there and do that. Now, this brings up a picture in my head of a Democratic House member from a few years back who was literally pulled off of bed after surgery, rolled in a wheelchair to do a vote, and then, went back to the hospital. I think it was Al Green. I believe that's who it was. That's the name that's popping in my head right now. But it's a spectacle. It might be needed, but it really should not be that necessary in these cases, other than people want to put on a show, which they did, but also they really needed that vote. They apparently didn't need Granger's votes for many things to happen, or her vote just wasn't really mattered for prosperity. So they allowed her to stay where she is and basically heal up, hopefully live out her life. Remember, she's 81 years old. So the biggest question about this and all the other late 70s, early 80s people working things in Congress, working things in the Senate, working things in the White House, working things in the Supreme Court, they're trying to get Sotomayor to retire because she's getting older. But right now, Justin Thomas is a bit older than everybody else, and he ain't going nowhere. So what to do? There are ways to fix this. You elect younger people. There are ways to fix this. You make sure there's more transparencies. There's ways to fix this. You hold these people accountable to themselves and to their others. We got to do this. The we being the constituents that vote these people in and vote them in for some weird conscious thing or this always been there. It's not the right way to go these days. I know Ted Cruz has been the senator for forever. I know he is. And the biggest thing is everybody seems to hate him, including people from Texas. But they keep voting for him over whomever's in this place because he's Ted Cruz. If you don't like Ted Cruz, not to shout out Ted Cruz, I was going to vote for him for president, be honest. You don't like Ted Cruz, if you have other options, vote other options. If you don't want people in these spots right here, and they're not always predictable. Ms. Granger had these issues later on towards her term, and eventually we knew about it. Joe Biden apparently had some issues that were hidden from him as soon as he got put into place as 46. And that's a big bone of contention for a lot of people, partially why we're having 47 coming in. And people believe, has issues as well. But he's 47, so he gets away with it. Aging folks running things is an issue. And this is not just me complaining as a 50-year-old Gen Xer looking at the 40-year-old millennials trying to push me out of the way and take over things right now. This is real. This is life and death in some cases. This is real situations. What are we going to do about it? What do you want to do about it? Comment away.